Hi everyone, my name is Victor and welcome to the next section of this video. In the previous video we looked at the Linux boot process. We looked at the step-by-step process of how the Linux operating system boots, and in step 11 we mentioned systemd. We said systemd would run along with its dependencies. We also mentioned default run target 2, which will run along with its dependencies. Alright, so what is this systemd, and what is this run target, and what is Csv Unit? Alright, and what are these dependencies? This is what we're going to look at in this video. Alright, so what is systemd? Systemd is the program that is responsible for managing processes in the systemd Linux operating system. Alright, so a systemd is a daemon or a process manager that starts as soon as the system is powered on, and it is the very first process that is started by the kernel. As such, it is the parent process of other running processes on the system, and it has a process ID of 1. Alright, if systemd has issues starting, no other processes will be started. As I said, it is the parent process of other processes, so other processes depend on it. So what is Csv Unit? Alright, so before systemd, the process manager was Csv Unit. As tech evolves, Csv Unit's shortcomings became obvious, and as such was replaced with other system management daemons, such as we have Upstart, we have Epoch, we have Model, and we have systemd. Alright, and systemd is our focus in this subject matter because systemd is currently the default initialization and service management process of almost all modern Linux operating systems, especially on Red Hat 8 that we are looking at in this course. Alright. However, some developers don't see the need to replace Csv Unit, hence why it has become a controversial discussion, which I won't discuss in this video. Alright, so not to go out of the scope of study. An advantage of the systemd over the Csv Unit system is that it prioritizes services and reduces startup time compared to Csv Unit. Alright, so now that we know what systemd is and Csv Unit, of course, let's understand what run level and run target are. As I mentioned in the boot process step 12, that the default run target will start after systemd has been initiated. So what is this run target? Run target is the system mode that controls the operations of the system in accordance with the services that are available by the mode. Anyways, don't stress yourself too much. You will understand better as we go on. And the system can run in different modes or different run targets depending on the preset mode. And the mode that the system is set as default is what the system will boot with and becomes the system state. So it is safe to simply say that run targets are the modes the system runs in. Alright, so I think the next question would be, what are these system modes? What are these system run targets? Alright, so but before then, let's talk about run level. Alright, run targets is also run level. Alright, so the Csv Unit system uses run level, while the systemd system uses run targets. It's funny, right? Anyways, that's the way it is. Okay, and of course the difference is that the Csv Unit system will have different run levels from the systemd's run targets because they are different programs altogether. But when you're using run levels, mostly it comes with Csv Units, and run targets mostly comes with the systemd system. Alright, so let's look at the Csv Units run levels. Okay, so the Csv Units run levels are, we have the 0, which is alt, which means shuts down. Alright, and we have the 1, which is the single user mode, which is the rescue mode. Alright, and we have the 2, which is the multi-user mode. We have the 3, which is the full multi-user mode. We have the 4, which is the unused. We have the X11, which is the 5th mode, and we have the sixth mode, which is the reboot mode. All right. And if the system's default run level is set to 0, which is the shutdown mode, it means that as soon as the system boots process gets to the system, to the sysvinit stage, the system halts and it shuts down. All right. Anyways, we are looking at Red Hat 8, so we're concerned with the systemd run target. All right. So the systemd run targets are, we have the mode 0, which is the power off the target. We have mode 1, which is the rescue.target. We have the multi-user.target mode, which is the non-graphical full network and the multi-user interface. All right. We have the multi-user target, which is non-graphical, of course, full network and multi-user. We have the multi-user.target, which is non-graphical, full network and multi-user, and we have the graphical target, which has the graphical desktop and multi-user, and we also have the reboot target. All right. And you can see that the run target 2, 3, and 4 have the same functions, unlike sysvinit that is different. All right. You can see this, the mode 2, 3, and 4, which is different from the systemd run target. So if the default run target is set to 5, all right, it means that the system will boot into a multi-user mode. Okay, and it will also have the full graphical desktop mode. All right, and if the default run target is set to 6, you will just see that your system begins to reboot as it is trying to come up. All right, so these run targets are very important, and the default run target that your system should be set to, all right, most times, especially when you are in an enterprise environment, is always the 5th mode. All right, it actually depends on the environment you're working on, and sometimes when you want to do some troubleshooting, you can change the mode from the 5th mode to either the 1st mode, which is the rescue mode, or the 2nd mode, depending on what you want to do. All right. In the next video, we'll look at how systemd works and how we can also change to different modes. All right. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel. Bye for now.